So it's really important that, lots of people say DNA doesn't lie, but correctly interpreting DNA can be quite problematic. So, for example, the person who thought she had an identical twin, she just interpreted that wrong. So, if she said, "Well, I must have an identical twin because DNA doesn't lie," she'd just forgotten that she'd uploaded her file a few weeks back. The other thing when you're working with your DNA matches, beware of confirmation bias, and I've definitely fallen into this trap. I thought I had found my Thomas Robertson, he's the man who uses a different age on every single document, never uses a middle name, came from Perthshire we thought came from St Andrews in Scotland out to New Zealand. But yeah, couldn't ever work out who he was. Professional genealogists couldn't work out who he was. Now, I thought I had found him because I've got a whole lot of DNA matches that all go back to a Robertson family in Perthshire. And I'm like, right, I've nabbed him. He must be of this family. And I did a bit of research and I found out they definitely did have a Thomas Robertson, the oldest son, and he'd completely seemed to have disappeared off the records. So I thought, oh, I've got him. He didn't disappear off the records. He went to New Zealand. This is Thomas Robertson. And I took it down and I showed my uncle. My uncle lives down in Dorset. And I went down and I went through it and I said, what do you think? He goes, well, have you tried to find Thomas Robertson's death certificate? I'm like, yeah, of course I did that. And I always had this little sort of nagging doubt that did I really try hard enough to find Thomas Robertson's death certificate to rule out that he really was the right one?